When we think about running form in triathlon, it's obviously a huge subject that you could break down into minute details. But here are some of the key concepts that you can take away and apply to your training, and it will help you maintain form, posture, and speed. The first is to run tall. No matter what your body type, it's really important that you maintain proper posture and run proud when you're running in this sport. You might even say a positive posture. Many triathletes end up sagging or slouching in the run, either because of fatigue when they're coming off the bike, or just purely an emotional component where they're not very positive because the run is their weakness. Once you've got that tall posture, you then want to ensure that your center of balance is forward and in front of your hips. Imagine that you're standing on top of a tall building and you're tipping forward so that your shoulders are in front of your hips. You can see this with Jesse Thomas's running here, where his shoulders are leading his hips, nice and proud, nice and tall. The third component of good running form is around your foot strike, how many steps per minute you're taking. Ultimately, the goal in triathlon is to maximize propulsion from the line of your hip backwards, because that's the thing that creates locomotion. But foot speed, how quickly your feet or your legs are turning over, is a truly critical variable. If you do a good job of standing tall and ensuring that your center of balance is forward, then it just requires a little bit of focus and effort to keep your foot speed up there. A good example of an athlete who's developed great foot speed is Meredith Kessler. When I first started coaching Meredith, she had a loping, slow running form, but we've really developed a lot of neurological adaptation to now at any speed, whether it's Ironman, half Ironman, or even Olympic distance effort, her foot speed is very, very fast. Here we have Callum Millwood, great form overall, body position is perfect, good lean forward, nice fast turnover and very relaxed form. The final component of good running form is all associated with your hips. As your foot lands when you're running, you don't want your hips or your energy to sink into that foot strike. Instead, you want your hips to remain stable and try and transition the hips over the front of the foot. That creates continuous momentum and it ensures that you keep your foot speed up. Keeping strong, stable hips and a relaxed upper body will really help to maintain good running form. Here you can see Purple Patch Pro Sarah Piampiano. Really graceful running form, nice and upright, great body position, good foot speed. This is a classic example of great running form and something that we should all emulate towards. Emma Kate Libria, Purple Patch Pro shown here, is really looking to develop her run speed as well as her foot strike. And you can see how we've really worked on her form, where we're getting her to stand tall, lean forward a little bit from the ankles so that we can incorporate faster turnover. This is infinitely improved and her running is now becoming a strength. The 4 Qs. Run tall. You have your center of balance forward, a good foot speed, and make sure your hips remain stable. If you can cement those 4 fundamentals, it's going to help make you a better runner. Remember that when you're training, every step has to be a good step. So don't try and develop too much volume or intensity of training until you can develop these mechanics. Mechanics is everything.